Devon Larratt versus Ermes Gasparini.
Yep.
What went on that day, bro? Were you, first off, I want to hear your thoughts. Were you shocked?
Yeah, I was. I thought for sure. And again, I'm going to base it off of me being, sick, but, Ermes felt great. And so with the condition I thought Ermes was in, I thought Devon was going to have his hands full for sure.
What changed, man? Like, because when Ermes came out against you, the aggressiveness, the ferocity was just so in him. And then when he came out with Devon, I was kind of scratching my head. It was almost like he was mentally beat already. Did you see the same thing?
I said the same exact thing as what you just said. I said, I think he started to question himself. And I mean, the body does what the mind thinks, right? If you're in fear and you think there's a shot you might lose, you're worried about the match and you show it, the rest is going to follow suit, and I feel like he did not come out as pumped and driven to go against Devon as he did when he went to go against me.
Yeah, and the only thing I could contribute to it is I got to talk to Devon. We were over at Viticel Illuminati 1.0 in Naples, Florida. Shout out to Viticel. And I kind of was picking his brain with Bob Brown, and I was like, yo, what happened with you and Ermes, man? I kind of thought it was going to be a better match and all. And he said that he was fluffing up Ermes the whole time before, like the leading up to the match for like a month before. He was like always like telling him how good he was and how strong he looked and all that. And he goes, yo, the night before, he goes, a switch just went off in my head and I was just in a bad mood. And I just looked over at Ermes and I was like, I just went at him. And I started like getting aggressive and telling him how he was going to destroy him. And he goes, I watched his mind in his eyes. It just clicked. Like he got in his head and he's like, I didn't expect it. He's like, I already beat him before we got to the table. So like, what could that, like, like what could contribute to that, bro? Like, is it really just a mental game he's playing and Ermes just didn't have the experience? Like, I'm confused, bro.
Well, Devon always knows how to get in people's heads. He practically wrote the book on it. Him and Travis, right? They're the mental mind fuckers of arm wrestling. So they'll know how to get right into your head and make you question yourself.
So do you think it was just a mental thing that Devon won that way? Or, I mean, was he just that much more dominant than Ermes, even though we seen Ermes go and stop Levon and kind of give him something, and then it was like Devon just went through him like he wasn't there. So what happened? Did Devon level up? Did Ermes just lose mentally? Like, what do you truly believe?
I think that you had both factors there. I think that Devon came in ready. There's no question that he's been upping his game, and he's a healthy Devon right now. And so when he went into that match, he went in conditioned, ready, and I think he was coming off of the Gennady match, and he was driven to want to win, because taking that loss to Gennady, it looked like, was he messing around? Was he not messing around? Whatever. I think, Devon does that thing where he wants to wear people out, and where he thinks he's got you in a position. And I think he didn't realize how much gas Gennady had in the tank, because he compromised himself when, he should have went for the pin sooner, and then Gennady was able to hold it off. So I think that he came back a different person, right? And he wanted to have the dominance in this match so that he could justifiably grab that top spot and, make a mark. So now it's, Devon takes over the top spot. And fucking in a matter of 30 days, I went from number 1 to number 2 to number 3. So, whatever.
Well, that leads me to the next question, man. And this is just because of what everybody's saying online and all. And that was last time when I brought you on the podcast. I had Sarah Bachman on, and you popped on at the last minute, and you kind of just shocked me when you went right at Devon. You were like, yo, I want Devon next. And I was like, holy shit, like crazy. But I was reading a lot of the comments, and a lot of the people are dismissing it, saying that match doesn't make sense because Ermes went through you so dominantly. then again, they're forgetting about you in pneumonia, but
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, that Devon went through Ermes, so, you know, there's no match there.
But
so
then
but
the rebuttal to that is that I beat Gennady and he didn't.
Okay.
So, I mean, that match doesn't count, me and Ermes, right? I get it. I have a loss on my record now, right? But he didn't beat, you know, Jerry Cadorette in Jerry Cadorette shape. You know, he beat me fucking, I was sick.